game cap, game capture, and also for Back to the Future, the game, which came out in 2010. This is Dave from Dave's Dimension. If anyone can hear me, just testing out some different softwares for game capture, and we're going to go ahead and play this game.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah, so?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse for old time's sake?
No, I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha! Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. Oh, it smells like beef stew. Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Seems kinda empty without the courthouse.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron.
Trying to figure out.
Oh, it smells like beef stew.
Haha.
Hey, Dad, why does my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Let's make some noise.
There we go. Okay, looks like we got somebody watching. If you can hear me, why don't you leave comments in the description, in the comment section? Okay, looks like we got somebody watching. Just a test stream, so let me know. Why don't you leave?
Here's an oldie. What a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, Butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming them up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish and weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can't intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Some fun little Easter eggs here.
I can't leave until I get Doc's notebook back from Biff.
There's gotta be something else here.
Hey, Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. You know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
You want to hear a number by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shoot.
Awesomeness. I haven't played this game in years, and it's always
Doc.
a good time. Now, anyone who might be watching, this is just a test of trying some different software here for game capture. So if you're here, leave a comment in the chat here. or give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Let me know what you think. Now, this game actually came out in 2010. Me and other fans of Back to the Future kind of consider this the unofficial Back to the Future 4, if you will.
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
In case anyone's interested, this game was made by Telltale Games back in 2010. You can still get this today. It's a story-driven game, basically. No pun intended. Basically, you're Marty, and you got some problem solving to do, some puzzles to figure out. But it's a fun, true game for any Back to the Future fan. It does feature the voice of Christopher Lloyd as Doc. Now, they have someone else doing the voice of Marty here, but Michael J. Fox does do a cameo for another character later in the game.
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always the possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, come to my rescue in the past. Or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked last time departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Yeah!
related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker. Say your business, child. You're making me miss Berg.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein,
Well,
can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Oh. Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. Now I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously let some street punk get jam all over them.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. When was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present, If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down. Any idea what date that...
Well, obviously.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tim! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Annie. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers can get two right things about history.
Miss Strickland?
A video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back.
Any idea what...
What?
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground! I told you not to touch those!
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
There we go.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. When did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Candy looks older than I am.
Marshal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Heavy. Auntie.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly?
It's legitimate journalism.
Hey, Mr. Ohydro. Yeah, I'm just doing a little test stream. I'm trying to XSplits, if that's how it's pronounced. Trying it out as a alternative to a few other options. Just trying something different because I want to try and start doing more game streams. So I'm just playing the Telltale's Back to the Future, the game. This came out back in 2010. So I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Well, looks like I got 2 likes and 1 dislike. You know, not everyone's a Back to the Future fan, I suppose. So just doing a little test stream here.
Marshal Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
$1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. The fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Yeah, I am on PC. I do have an Xbox, but most of my gaming I just wind up doing on PC.
Miss Strickland, how about your tea? I forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal! There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling.
Yeah, I was looking at a few games today online. Like I saw, I think you were doing a stream for Leisure Suit Larry, and look, I was looking at a bunch of the classic LucasArts games, like Day of the Tentacle and a few others.
Let's see.
I used to play a lot of these years
Site
ago.
of former Speakeasy, Singer Vanishes, Hill Valley Expo Delights Crowd, Soup Kitchen Exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy Arsonist Slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley Police Station. The suspect in the Speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him. sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me.
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how
Outlander
long it
show?
will take to fix what
The
you've
answer is
done?
actually yes.
No! Get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked.
I'm actually going to be doing a live stream tomorrow where I'm going to be doing the Back to the Future Brickheads. And I've actually done a cosplay of a mashup between Back to the Future and Ghostbusters. I do actually have a proton pack in the theme
Marty,
of the
where
DeLorean
you
from Back
been,
to the
son?
Future. So,
And what are you doing in that getup?
no worries, man. Appreciate it. No worries at all, Mr. Hydro.
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You barely know I was gone. Ready to go, Einstein? I've got to turn on the time circuits first. Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxing. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Always love this part. Sure doing a yeah, can't even talk straight. Whole hell of walking. Whole lot of walking, I should say.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man,
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's got to be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. You have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery.
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see. Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
There's a new movie came out maybe a month or two ago. I'm trying to think of. It's called Gunpowder Milkshake, I think. It stars Kieran Gillian from Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Who background. I haven't watched it yet, but a lot of people I've spoken to, they actually really liked it. They said it kind of had a Atomic Blonde meets John Wick kind of vibe to it, so you might want to check it out. It's supposed to have a lot of big name stars in it too, and I believe that's on Netflix.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How did Doc ever get mixed up in that? Doc!
What?
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did?
Gunpowder Milkshake, I think is the name of it. Let me check.
1986.
1980. The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Man,
We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Yeah, it's called Gunpowder Milkshake.
I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
Plan. Right. But what?
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them we're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, they don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gunfire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puffy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. And you're already talking about the end of the universe. I missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office. The prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab.
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, let me know how that movie is.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here? Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup. Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth. I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore. Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wind into the lake. Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Hi. Do you know where I can find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. May I say his calling?
Courthouse? Doc never told me you worked at the courthouse.
Touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Hey, what's up, America's Most Wanted?
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
That was an awesome stream with you, cool guy, and Mrs. Sturgill earlier.
Now, please get
I'm
out
just
my
doing a
way.
test stream right now.
Important business to transact.
Trying a few different programs out for doing some game streams.
Or do we think they just have a moving line?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me. I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Now, H stands for one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally, we multiply by the inversion of A that come out less than 6 or do we take H as that affinity line up? H equals A multiplied by the inverse of A minus Is that even possible?
Hello?
No solicitor!
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
No worries. Appreciate that, Americas. Stop it. In case you guys are wondering, I got a cat that's viciously attacking me.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, Doc. Damn it. Drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Did Dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night. But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
And about your...
Say it.
H. Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're really scared of your father.
Scared of him.
And about your...
Say it.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty. Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
And about your...
Say it. Is that even possible? Now, if H stands for one dimensional harmonic oscillator, then
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Now, you guys, let me know if how is the picture coming through to YouTube, and let me know how the sound for the game and also the sound for my voice. Does my voice sound too loud, or is it coming in nice and clear?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
And about your...
Say it.
Stop it.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
And about your...
Say it.
found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks he's been sent by my father to check up on me.
Appreciate that, America's Most Wanted.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, a younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One that sparked my transition from an amateur rock scientist into a professional seeker.
That's one problem I can't help you with.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self was working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Relation is reduced by the inverse of C relative to C is like.
Now get the answers from Doc.
Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a particle's on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So,
It'll be fine.
hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
There we go. You can run now.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill, then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational.
Oh,
Tonight.
oh.
Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. Part of the investigation is the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket power drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
You got a subpoena my grandpa?
No. It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No.
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Well, 7 likes and 1 dislike right now. But still, I'll take it. I'm actually going to wrap this up, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping on here, keeping me company while I'm testing this out. So yeah, I'm using the XSplit, the free version of it. Just trying something out because I've had some issues with OBS, and I got a new webcam that I've been trying out. So I'm trying a bunch of different things. Trying to see if I can't expand the channel a little bit. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. And you guys know, as always, just want to thank you guys for being a part of the Dimension. We're actually at 300 friends and family, 300 subscribers right now. Got some things in the works. Got a giveaway that's going to be coming up very soon. Just got to plan it out. But just want to thank you guys for being here. As always, keep on